Stop! Stop! Thanks.
Gather round and listen to a tale of brave souls, big and small, where they go on adventures, where they may trip but never fall. Trials, triumphs, and doing their best. Join us, friends, on a stumble quest. Last time on Stumble Quest.
As you guys are following this parade of people, the whole festival all kind of congregates in the Grand Plaza, which is just this huge elevated platform directly south of the Grand Cathedral.
Oswalt puts his hand on Art's shoulder and goes, what's the plan?
I'm not certain, but I think that the library here could have some leads. I mean, if anywhere is going to, the library in the Grand Cathedral is going to have all the information that we have about the surrounding desert. If we want to find the ruins, and we want to find the Church of the One God, I think we can probably get something from in there. And he's going to look at Brix. I'll probably need your help.
So this is something where we're not really supposed to go in there, are we?
I think if I went in there publicly, it would be a whole thing. So I think if we just don't let anyone know we're going in there, get what we need, and get back out, that would be the quickest way to get out of here.
When do we start?
I wasn't thinking necessarily right now. It was more of a loose plan. Not really sure I'm mentally prepared to break into the cathedral at this exact moment. But we still have a few days of festival. This is just the first night.
I'm going to need you to watch Junior for a couple of hours. I'm going to do a little reconnaissance. And also...
Where?
You know.
I'm not... Brix, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to stop you, but where?
The cathedral?
I think Art and Oswalt were kind of talking about, like, hey, I'd like to sit down and, like, basically look through... he does have, like, some books from here that he has had with him. And he wants to kind of actually, like, look through the legends, because that's not really something that we've had the chance to do. To see if he could find anything, or if, like, it's gonna, like, spark any kind of, like, memory of, like, things, places in the library where they should look, or other places in... The idea, I think, is starting to dawn on him that, like, maybe it won't just be the library, like, just trying to figure out where we actually need to go, what we actually need to look for, if this is going to be our only chance to get in and get out. Cool, so we were going to head back to the inn. What is Knack? These aren't secret discussions, you know? What is...
I think Knack is going to head back to the inn too, but he has, like, a lei and, like, candy.
Aww.
Got some sweets.
Yeah. I like that Knack had a good time. I like that someone had, like, a fun time at the festival.
Can I take some gold out of my inventory so that I can get everyone candy?
Aww.
Sure.
Is
Like-
there cotton candy? Is that a thing that can exist in this world?
Why not? Let's say yes.
Okay.
Big puffy clouds of sugar.
One
Yeah.
for everyone.
Oh.
Aww. I want to say just one single gold for enough cotton
Okay.
candy for everybody.
Alright.
Nope.
The only, like, kind of reasonably priced stall at the entire festival. Alright. Cool. And you're headed back to the inn.
Yeah.
And Damien was staying in the same room with Art, correct?
Yes. So he is likely just gonna, like, grab a couple books from in the room, and I think everyone is probably gonna convene in Oswalt and Brix's room.
Okay. Cool.
Because all the animals are in Knack's room still, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
They're
I
just hanging out.
insisted.
So, Art, really quickly, as you're entering your in room again,
Mhm.
Damia is now awake and
Oh, good.
is like, I'm glad you're here. I actually wanted to talk to you about something that I noticed while you were
Yes.
out doing whatever it is that you were doing.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah.
So
That's inner dialogue. That's Nick. That was not Art.
Art would never do a swear.
I would never.
so
swear.
I woke up and I wanted to just write down some notes, write down some thoughts and what have you. So I turned my arm back on to rifle through my things, and I noticed that it was kind of it felt like it was being pulled towards your bag of things that you've left behind. And I think it was those rods, those metal things that you have with you among your
okay.
things. So I'm sorry if I was kind of going through your things because I was fascinated. And it seems like whatever these things are, they just kind of attract nearby magic effects. It's like a magnet for magic.
Interesting.
I just thought I should inform you of that since I noticed. And again, I'm sorry that I went through your things.
Yes. Well, it's I think given the circumstances, it can be forgiven.
Thank you.
Would you? We were going to take a look through some of these, and he's going to he'll pick up the rods as well to be like, you should look at these. And the couple, they're not large books, I guess. It would have mostly been the paladin shit he would have had with him, and maybe a favorite book of legends and stuff, because that's the fucking kind of nerd he is.
Fair enough. Just the local legend stuff and a Bible.
Yeah. And a Bible, basically, yeah.
Okay.
But he'll kind of
Makes sense.
gesture. We were going to go take a look at these. Would you like to come help out with that? We also might want to check out some more stuff with these rods, knowing that.
Absolutely. I hope you don't mind. I will be taking down notes as you are going through things. Maybe I'll chime in with something here and there.
Yeah, that's fine by me. We'll have to check with the others, but...
Excellent. Good. If we're going to be in a public place, I will put my arm away again.
I think we're just going to head... Are they downstairs or are they down the hall? I think they're downstairs. I feel like we were upstairs.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. A couple of the rooms had been on one floor and the other one was on a different floor. I think.
Yeah, I think we were on the top one because we had no animals.
Wow, these are details that I did not even remember.
Yeah, I think a lot about D&D when we're not playing, guys.
I didn't know we specified which floor our rooms were on. I had no
We
idea.
totally did, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
Anyway.
the dude only had X amount of rooms left,
Yeah.
so you had to share.
Yeah.
And they were all
Makes sense.
separated. So yeah, you'll have to go back downstairs to meet up with everybody, I guess. I assume you're all just going to be hanging out in an in room.
I'm not going
No,
to be there,
Scarlett's-
but everybody
Scarlett's
will
gonna
be.
go fuck.
Yes, I am otherwise preoccupied, thank you.
Are you
But
going
all
to
of
be the first
you-
character in the campaign to fuck?
Yes!
I mean, who else was it gonna be?
Literally.
Well, you're right.
Look,
Well,
it was
it
a
could've
bummer
been Knack.
fucking religious
Yeah,
party,
Knack
okay?
got pretty close, I assume.
And now I have a penis, and as a man with a penis, I'm only ever half present. Okay?
You have a penis and you have a penis.
Yes. One is a nut.
Oh.
There's a joke there, but I am not going to make it.
One is a nut.
And then Brix is infiltration subplot, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be the three of us and Damia, and then unless Brix had to come back and get something.
No.
Yeah.
While this is happening, Brix is off, like,
Checking out the
headed in that
perimeters.
direction.
Yeah, she's
in-
checking out the place.
Okay.
Doing a little sneak.
We'll go to Oswald's room.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Where the goat goes.
Okay.
Just go into the next room and it's like a barn.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't think I
You
can
hear
concentrate
animals that
in
aren't
there.
even there. Elephant.
Okay.
Fuck.
So, y'all are in the room together, safely. Damia reignites her arm
Oswald's
and
barricaded the
brings
door
out her
again.
notebook. The door is barricaded.
Before Oswalt barricades the door,
Mhm.
but after he has like dropped off the goat and dropped off his things, Art is going to slip downstairs and purchase just like a flask of whiskey. This has been a night, and he's just going to bring it up for, and we've got glasses and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Fair
going to
enough.
be a bit of a study sesh. He's extremely nervous about doing a crime.
Oh. Little baby's first crime.
It's baby's first crime.
Baby's first crime.
First true crime that he really can't like circular justify his way out of.
Yep. Just gotta be like, well, we're doing it.
So how much is that? And I know the barkeep doesn't necessarily like me, so I don't know if this is a conversation or if he will just gruffly hand me the whiskey and be done with it.
Well, if you're just buying something, I don't think he really cares that much.
Good. That's all. Then once we're in there, he can barricade the door. That's fine.
Cool. So you have alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
which is good for everybody's spirits. Get it? Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
get it.
It's a ghost joke.
Ah.
It's a ghost.
Oh,
Oh, ghosts.
great.
Knack shows up with armfuls of candy.
Oh.
Hey, where were you guys? I didn't see you at the festival.
Is everybody in the room at this point?
Well, minus Brix.
Minus
Minus
Brix,
Brix.
And Scarlet.
Okay.
and Scarlet.
Well,
Yeah.
this conversation is going on. Oswald's barricading the door in the background.
Okay. Knack, we left a little early. I see you enjoyed yourself.
Knack looks at all the candy.
I made sure to bring some for everyone, since you didn't get any for yourself.
And he gives you all candy.
Aww.
Oh, thank you.
Where's Brix?
I think she'll be back later. She's well, Art's in a
Is
very
Art
like
gonna do a lie?
Sweating.
he doesn't want to. He doesn't need to lie necessarily. We all know
Mm-hmm.
what we're all doing, don't we?
Yeah.
Unless Knack
I think
doesn't
so.
know.
We were all having that conversation. Like, he was present.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know if Knack knows what's going on.
He might
Yeah.
not know what's going on, but he certainly
He
was
was
there when we were
around.
talking about it.
It's
At
true.
the very least.
He might
That's
have been absent-minded,
Yeah.
thinking about going back to the festival.
Yeah, just being like
You're like-
candy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Art will tell him I think she's checking out the cathedral for tomorrow.
Oh, what's happening at the cathedral tomorrow?
Okay. You know what? Let's just take a look at some of these books before.
Are we going sightseeing? Are we going to go see some historical locations? Maybe I should go
I'll get my
for research.
Polaroid.
I love the idea that Knack was there for the whole discussion and just dreaming about the festival.
Yeah.
And like not aware at all.
Knack straightens up and like makes a face like, oh, and he goes, oh, right.
Okay.
And then he makes a sneaky face. Right. Gotcha.
Okay, now I think maybe we're all on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Don't worry. And he winks. We're on the same page. And he winks again.
It's not like I feel like this must be how Brix felt when she was trying to get you in on shenanigans, where it's like, I don't know if this is good.
I don't know if you get it. It's like, what I'm saying is it coming through?
You know what crime is, right? Have you met police? Have you met being arrested?
Let me introduce you.
Yeah, seriously. And as probably after Oswalt's done barricading the door, Art's also going to relay the information from Damia. That about the rods and, the idea that there probably is some latent magic in that orb, which we know, but now we know if the rods react to magic.
Yeah, we could probably use it as a dowsing rod to find magic stuff or double check to see if something's magic. Also, earlier when those sounds were happening in the camp, that could have been because something magical was approaching us.
That's what I was thinking.
That's a relaxing thought.
Close. Something was coming near us.
It's a very
That's fun.
Chill, relaxing thought, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then why did it stop? And hasn't been coming since Darkrai. I don't love those. I don't love those questions.
Giant burrowing worm.
It's always those
Giant
fuckers,
magical
isn't
worm.
it?
Always those fucking worms now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's the world worm.
Always blame. Yeah. Always blame.
Wormingonder.
You've heard of World Crab.
Now, get ready for
World Worm.
The world worm.
Oh, worm?
Or
That's right.
And we can call the arc Worm Mania.
Wormageddon.
Oh, God.
Stumblequest in Worm Mania.
Wow.
I love Worm Mania.
It's so exciting. There's worms everywhere.
everywhere.
They just won't stop. Okay, so sorry.
We just have a lot on our plates right now, guys.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, also, like, the rod thing, while interesting, is not... I don't think it's actively pertinent to what's going on unless the books you're looking for are magic, in which case Brix could probably bring it and be like...
Yeah.
Well, Brix isn't breaking into anything right now.
No, I mean later.
Oh,
When
okay.
you go
Yeah.
in for real.
Oh,
Yeah.
not for play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real crime.
Because, yeah, if we're looking for books, we need someone who can read.
Yeah, that's why I'm going.
That's why we're going.
That's...
Show up in a fucking tiny plant on a desk.
We're just gonna, and I think that's the main thing Brix is looking for is plant locations.
Yeah.
Where can we teleport ourselves to and from?
Yeah.
Inside and outside of the cathedral grounds. Because it doesn't look like there's a lot of greenery happening outside of the cathedral from the map.
We gotta have to, like, spawn from some pothos or some fucking priestess
buy
room.
a house plant. Like,
Yeah.
Get Brix, like,
Just
chuck it in
throw
a
it through
window.
the window. Break a window with a houseplant. Just
imagine. Oh my god.
It's completely, like, it's a completely nonsensical play because, like, we're already breaking windows and making noise, but then we can sneakily, like, appear inside after we've blown a window open with an entire houseplant.
Oh my god.
I sort of love it, though. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The thought of like Brix breaking into the attic of this place and placing like a fucking potted fern,
planting a plant,
Planting a
Well,
plant.
fuck, we're
But it would have to
This
be
is
so
just
small too
puns, the
because
episode.
Brix has to carry it. So we would like from an aloe or something like that, from a succulent.
I was gonna say we should just have like
Like a little
succulents
cactus.
Yeah, we would spawn
for
from a
teleportation
tiny
purposes
succulent.
only.
Just be spat out of it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I feel like Art probably has an idea of where in the books there would be like relevant information. The legend that we had spoken about before. And I think he's also starting to think about like the church knows everything. Actually, this might just be part of the conversation with the like group. Because as far as I know, the church knows everything that goes on in these parts. Yes, there's legends and stuff about the place where we might find the companion to this glowing orb, but if there's any evidence that that place actually exists, it's somewhere in the cathedral. For sure. So I don't know if there would be information there, or if it would be in the library, or maybe under higher supervision somewhere. But the information, if it exists, it'll be in there. And at this point, he's probably like on his second glass of whiskey, like really thinking on this.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
Wow. Really putting those away.
Having superior thoughts, what kind of drug?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to stop him from being smart.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, it might get in the way a little bit.
Not yet.
You can get around it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Going through the books that you mentioned, one, the Bible, essentially,
Yeah.
and the Book of Legends. The Bible one, reading through it again with, like, I assume for one of the first times since for a long time,
Yeah.
it occurs to you that a lot of it is really just talking about how great the gods are. There's not really a whole lot of information. It's just being like, hey, don't forget, these guys fucking rule.
Love propaganda.
Essentially. Yeah. Just don't forget. It's fine. But in the book of the local legends and things, you are able to pretty quickly find the one that came to mind that prompted the journey in this direction. And the legend itself is written from the perspective of like a scholar talking to his audience. Long ago, just as our nation proper was being born, legend says that two figures appeared from the west. From where exactly, none know, for the two, known only as the Wanderer and the Madman, came as if from a dream. The Wanderer, as we know him, for he never offered his name, although kind, was described as a weary soul, burdened with a heavy responsibility. Through his many travels, the Wanderer carried an artifact. An artifact, as we understand, of great power that he alone was trusted by the gods to carry. Some say he came seeking a place of rest for himself. And as you know, we here in London revere the new gods above all else in this land. But the Wanderer serves as an important figure even today. The advancement in much of our society was thanks in part to this Wanderer. Though burdened, he found a home in our budding empire. And as he was wise beyond what we could comprehend, he brought to us his mystical and mysterious knowledge as a gift. He wielded great strength, though was a gentle soul, and passing on his wisdom was understood to be his good work, a task given to him by the gods. His great power was thought to be a temptation, an obstacle for him to overcome. He taught us much of our architectural skills, set us on the path of refining our magics, and in so doing, ultimately strengthened our bond with our gods. Now as for the Madman, he followed the Wanderer as if he were the Wanderer's shadow, aiming only to claim the artifact and its immense power for himself. As little as we know about the Wanderer's past, we know even less of the madman. Only that he followed the Wanderer, and the Wanderer protected us from him. After a lifetime as a humble, mysterious provider to us, it seems he finally found what he'd been seeking. The last tale anyone spoke of him says that he managed to slip away from the madman, then walked into the desert alone one day, artifact in tow, and was never heard from again. It's speculated that the gods found his work to be done and let him walk among them, unburdening him of the struggles of this world. It's said that the madman heard of this sometime later and attempted to follow him, only to lose his way and die a miserable death in the wastes. Thereafter, a humble building he'd constructed as a home for himself was converted into a shrine of sorts to honor the man who helped shape our land into what would later become such a vast and powerful empire.
The biggest thing upon reading that, I guess that Art is considering is wow, way to just keep slipping your fucking god propaganda into this, like, legend. Like, come on. Let's hurry it up. But the idea that, you know, we could go to that kind of shrine and, I mean, Art's only solution is to ask God for help or direction in that case. But yeah, I think that's really all that materially that is giving us.
Is that it speaks of a location, potentially.
Yeah, at least some starting point before we just head aimlessly into the desert and die in the wastes like the madman, which is what Art is trying to avoid.
Do we know where the house of this guy is?
Sure, we can figure it out.
Like, do they know, or is it just...
It's probably a place that Art may have gone to, like, once or twice.
I mean, it's presumably this place is important to them and their culture,
exactly.
so they must know where it is.
It's easy enough to find.
Pardon?
It would be easy enough to find, like,
Okay.
Wouldn't be the most difficult thing in the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it depends on if we're doing this at night tomorrow or during the day tomorrow, because, like, we probably still have a full day before we're actually heisting. I imagine we want to go around evening when, like, festivities are starting up and everyone kind of leaves.
Yes.
There are distractions. There's loud noises happening.
Lots of people in one place.
Lots of people in one place that is only kind of close to the place we're going to.
Yeah, but they won't be looking at the place that
they
we're going to.
They won't be looking at us.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes. Attention will be drawn.
And hopefully everybody will be drunk.
Yes.
That too.
Yeah.
I will just say through this, like, as we're looking through these things and as, like, we're getting kind of closer to a do or die moment, Art is just looking, like, visibly distressed. Or just stressed in general.
So, Brix returns. You guys
Scares
reviewed...
the ever-living shit out of all of us.
Yes.
Climbing in through the window.
Well, actually, is the window open or, like, what's going on with the window sitch?
I would say
it can be.
I would say probably if you have a fucking room full of people, I'd imagine it got.
I was about to say I'm picturing, like, the amount of people we have in a room the size of, like, our room. I'm like, it would be boiling in there.
And we've been drinking, so.
And
we've
it's
been
the
drinking,
desert.
So.
Yeah, everybody's in like shitty tiny tank tops, just like sweating, you know, like when you're a student.
Full sweat box meeting.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You're in your boxers in a sweaty tank top, just hanging out.
Oh, God.
Like, with one fan, rotating fan.
And everybody's kind of like following it.
That's the vibe.
That's the vibe. So yeah, the window's open is what we're saying.
Because I was going to say, otherwise she's just going to, like, full face against the window, just like little paps. But if the window's already
little,
open,
like,
she'll liquid cat her way in.
Where you can see, like, their little teeth. They're just like, you can see their little teeth. Yeah.
Cool.
All right,
well,
we're mostly back in one room.
So where's Junior?
I wouldn't
Where's
even
my
spirit.
boy?
Art is just like lying on the bed, just gestures off to a corner where there's probably a full-sized goat at this point.
Oh, is he full-size at this point? Because she was going to be like, my boy!
It was only a couple hours.
You massacred my boy!
Or unless Knack like did the spell again, but it was only set to be for a couple of
That's
hours.
fair.
Yeah, I think it's an hour per level, wasn't it?
Okay, so maybe he's still tiny.
It's like most of the night.
DM is the goat still tiny?
Well, you were
Yes.
level what, 5 or 6, right? So it would be like 5 or 6 hours.
All right, so yeah, she gets in and she's like, "Where's my boy?" And he's all tiny. What have you done to him? Art. And she's
Now-
like pawing at his legs. Why?
Now he's
Art, like,
son-sized.
Mumbles something like
He's
he was
baby
small when you left. He was small when you left.
right.
Brix.
No, he
I
wasn't.
do-
You put him in the wash and he shrank.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? That's what we
in the
did.
wash.
We did it on purpose.
You know what? Yeah.
Maybe
I
I
do
don't
remember
want to share
saying
my
that-
information with you now, Art. How could you? We were friends. We were gonna do crimes together.
Okay, he'll
And then just like,
sit up and stop being belligerent.
and then the goat just pops back to normal size, and she's like, "Oh, all right, that's fine. Never mind."
Didn't I say in the last session that Brix Jr., while it's a normally very ornery goat, when it was small and thus able to be lifted, it was very happy. So we discovered that
Yeah.
it likes to be picked up.
It likes to be
Yeah.
held.
Yeah. That's why he's so
Yeah.
upset. He's too big to be held normally.
We can pick up a goat.
I said
I
normally.
mean, people can. Brix
pick up
can't.
a goat.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
That is,
Brix can't pick up a goat.
Brix can't.
Art could pick up a goat. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to,
Yeah.
but he could.
All right. Well, now that Brix is done being a dramatic bitch, she takes out her notes.
I just found a video on YouTube that is titled "How to Pick Up a Goat."
Yeah.
Same as a
Okay,
sheep?
that's great, but nobody's got fucking Wi-Fi out here, so you can just like put that shit away.
Okay, will do, Brix.
That's right.
my fantasy tablet.
I found a video.
Of how to pick up a goat.
Oswalt in character finding a video on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Modern AU.
Wouldn't even be all that different.
No.
Aside from
just have
having cell
Wi-Fi.
phones. Yeah.
So what's the plan now? Do you guys have a plan of attack on how to get in the thing? Or do we just know where shit is now?
Yeah, so we can take a look at the map, and I'm just gonna really quickly, as Art looks at the map, would an appraise be appropriate to look at whatever the fuck is going on Brix's map? Or perhaps a gather information?
I think appraise would make the most sense.
I mean, Brix is also
'Cause you're
there to
kinda
sort
like-
of, you know,
Oh yeah,
point things out.
But I was rolling for Art. Art doesn't know that you marked things to steal.
Oh, fuck. Right.
Oh,
He's-
I would think that one is sense motive.
Oh, that one's sense motive? Okay, wait,
Mhm.
wait.
Because you're
Do
looking
you
at
want
it
me
and
to
you're like,
re-roll the number or use the number I just rolled? Okay, if it's sense motive, it's as Art is just like casually looking at the map, it's a 17.
Damn
okay. Okay, well, that would have to be rolled against Brix's bluff.
Brix's passive bluff from her map writer.
Yeah.
Passive,
'Cause, I mean,
like,
it's-
just on its own, her bluff is a plus 12, so let's see what happens here.
I mean, to be fair, my sense motive is also a plus
oh
12.
shit, here we go.
You've literally been building your character to combat Brix's bullshit.
I rolled an 11, so that's a 22.
it, okay. Yeah.
23.
Wow.
So yeah. It's fine. We just look at the map. It's
Yeah.
okay. He doesn't know.
Yeah, so the entire time Art's looking over this map and Brix is just wringing her little paws and chuckling under her stupid little breath. And every time Art looks over and he's like, "What are you doing?" She's like,
cleaning. I'm cleaning my paws. There's lots of sand on them.
Yeah, and he just like rolls his eyes and like looks like, oh, okay, so this is you scoped out the western wing.
Yeah, I picked the lucky side.
He doesn't really. He's just cackling in a corner
on a goat.
She's sitting on a goat. Junior's trying to eat the map. Yeah, okay. Art kind of nods and obviously, says we should try and go in not the main hall. The further we get into the cathedral, theoretically, the less guards there are going to be. They don't expect people to be, there'll be some patrols, but it won't be like getting in the front doors.
The one room I saw with the
in his mind
with the houseplant presentation, it seemed to be kind of out of the way and quiet, opposed to the other room that had very little of note in it except a dude.
Huh.
Very little of note.
Art will kind of like
except a dude
roll his eyes a little at very little of note because he knows it's the main cathedral area.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. I think we'll be fine. We can just walk in the front door.
It's not that big a deal. And he's like, the architecture in there is impeccable. You can't.
It's beautiful.
It's mostly stone.
It's
There's
beautiful.
nothing to scratch. I hate it.
And then looking at Brix's point of entry, let's call it. First of all, can we figure out if Scarlett can actually get there from the outside?
How? I actually don't know the
That's okay, because
distance?
we'd have to phone you mid-bone to figure it out anyway, so...
Get on a mid-bone phone.
Yeah.
Hang
No.
Let me double check that.
I don't know the distance. I know that I think that if I can see it for sure, I can do that.
Yeah, but I don't think we can... Unless we're, like, really getting in there first.
That,
I
like,
don't think we're seeing
we
it.
can't really sneak past that fucking...
Yeah.
Range, unlimited.
Oh, okay. So because I have to... okay.
Entry plant
Knack,
must be alive.
Sidles up to Brix and gives her a sly look and says,
So, Brix, do you think you'll need me for this heist? My expertise, possibly?
I mean, you're more than welcome to join us. We could always use someone else looking at the books or, like, you're not going to shrink me again, are you?
Well, I've just got so many abilities, really. I could really come in handy. Do you think that maybe...
Knack, you're one of the group. Of course you're going to be coming with us. Whether or not your very specific set of skills will be needed, Mr. Neeson's, you're going to
Neeson's?
we're going to need you. It's just, whether or not we're going to need someone to, like, make 1,000 doves appear. So, maybe.
Right. Play it by ear. I like that.
Knack nods.
Yeah, Art will kind of side-eye this conversation.
I hear you
go,
loud and clear.
And he winks, and then he walks away.
Art's just gonna mumble under his breath, like, there better not be any fire happening in here. We do not want to cause a scene.
There may not be fire, but I think I just ordered 1,000 doves, so...
Ordered 1,000 doves.
Ordered.
Yeah.
Deliveroo.
I think doves are going to happen.
There was also talk of at some point visiting that shrine or some such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be another thing you'd want to split the party for or what, but...
Well, the shrine I feel like we could do during the day. Because although the festivities are, like, going on, I feel like there's going to be a lull around midday when it's super hot and everyone's like, fuck being outside. And then we can be outside for a little bit.
Hooray! And suffer.
But to the point of looking at the map, Does Art have any idea, like, if we were going to look for, say, a stash of, like, apprentices' robes or whatever, whereabouts would we be looking to his knowledge? You know, we could get there and it could be another room of books, but, like...
Inside the cathedral?
Inside the cathedral, like, I guess towards the western wing. Which is the place, theoretically, that he would know quite well.
Well, here's the thing. On the western wing, it's mostly just the training grounds for the paladins.
Yeah.
So anything that you would find there is a lot of paladin garb, so a lot of armor and such. And that's assuming you find anything just kicking around.
Yeah. The
robes and such would be on the eastern wing in the cloister.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, we could still teleport in, and it looked like the room with all the god statues in it was kind of its own thing behind the main cathedral. So we could just scoot over there. Is okay. Go up the way the other side.
Yeah. Whatevs.
Yeah. Yeah. He's explaining this plan with about that level of detail.
We can just go up the thing and go over there.
So back here, there's doors back here. No one can see us. So we'll go around. We'll go to the other side. It's fine.
And then we release the doves. And chaos. And in the chaos, I steal things. I mean, I look at things.
No.
I look at them very intently.
Not even a little chaos.
Not unless we have to chaos.
All right, but chaos is the backup plan. Sick.
It's in the least plan C. It might be plan B. I'm not sure yet.
Plan A.5.
No.
Yeah.
Plan B was kill everybody.
Plan B was kill everybody.
Now we're talking.
If this was any of my other campaigns I've ever had, that would be something we would have to hold people back from doing.
Art really doesn't want to kill anybody because
but I don't think any of us want to kill anybody.
But there's like a 50-50 chance that he knows whoever we would kill. Not well, perhaps, but like knows as a human, well, as an elf, but knows as like a being. Especially if we're doing it in the cathedral.
So I guess we're gonna hit the hay and then heist in the morning? Or at night, I mean.
Well, we'll check out the shrine in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I think pack all our things, because after we heist, we probably want to just peace.
Fuck off. Want to beat cheeks.
Yeah.
And also leave.
We don't want to stick around for people to figure out that we've heisted. So.
Sit around waiting for the police to discover your crime.
Yeah.
You all have a delightful sleep aside from the fact that it's hot as fucking balls.
So not.
Yeah.
One more thing. Oswalt, are you coming with us? What are you gonna do during this infiltration mission?
Where do you need me? I mean, I'm happy to help. Unfortunately, as previously explained, everything I do will exacerbate issues. So I can look out. I can sit outside.
You can carry stuff.
I can carry stuff.
Excellent.
But I cannot sneak, and I cannot use my abilities. So I have a machete, and that's about it. That's about all I can do.
This machete, dude.
Yeah. Do you want Oswalt to come in on the mission? Or do you want him to stay outside?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you. I'm asking
I don't
Adam.
know. I don't really have a strong opinion. Is he willing to come if you ask him to? Yes, but he is hit, and this is a Oswalt and Adam thing. I have no fucking clue what he would do or add to it, except another role to maybe have things get fucked up.
That is very fair.
We should figure out something that maybe you and Knack can do together, actually. Shouldn't we? Like, something that needs to be done.
A distraction.
That doesn't require sneaking or shit like that, you know?
We could do distractions.
Yeah, that could.
The other
Bony
option
boys.
is to like summon skeletons and rats into the city.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Bony boys and swarms of rats and
My
things.
only concern is that this is an extremely religious.
Yeah, but how are they going to know you guys are the ones that summoned them? It's not like you fucking stitched your name into their underwear or
They'd
something.
never know it was us.
You write your name on every rat.
Property of Knack, just like in Sharpie on the bottom of this fucking rat.
They have people.
That is true that they would be on high alert immediately after something like that happened, and then the whole place would probably go on.
Yeah, because that's
exactly. The party is actually a better distraction for that.
Yeah, because here's the thing: if fucking animated undead show up within the city
so don't summon them inside the city. Summon them outside the city.
Yeah.
Ooh, summon. That could be something. Summoning them outside the city, approaching city gates, draw the guard.
Maybe.
But like
the
real guard,
the guards who are
guard?
designated to the cathedral would leave the cathedral?
I mean,
if they need people inside to like, watch over the drunk people that are partying, and they also need to have people check out a weird horde of skeletons outside, it is possible that it would draw some people out of the cathedral.
You know what? This is a good point. This is a strength we have that would particularly irk these people.
It would.
Is that we could make a very particularly evil-looking army of creatures.
But
if I made like an army of spiders or bats, and you made Skelly Boys, it would drive them absolutely fucking bonkers if we did it outside the city. But do you think we could make an army big enough to like keep them busy?
There's a couple of things too. I have to be a certain distance. Like I only have a 30-foot spell radius, right?
Fuck.
I think I might have taken a perk that helps me cast it a little bit farther, but even then, and then on top of that, I still think, again, this is a giant religious city. If they see the undead outside of the city walls, I'm pretty sure that's not just a thing that happens on a Wednesday. So it's still going to set the town on high alarm or high alert, including the people in charge. And they're going to actively look for possibly the cause of it. And they have people that hunt this shit for a living, I assume. So they're going to be like maybe fucking around in the town going like, oh, we got to find who it is. Oh, there's new people in town. Who's this guy? What's the dude with the big hat and the fucking duster who's like constantly hiding?
God damn it,
Okay,
Adam.
well then don't summon skeletons. Skeletons are ominous. Rats are pests, so there's a big difference.
Yeah, that's true. I can summon swarms of things.
Yeah, so there you go. You don't have to summon skeletons. You and Knack
We could
can
make
be
it
on
seem like they just have an infestation.
bug and bat duty. I don't know.
Fucking bad. We can't. It has to be. Wait. Let's find out. Hold on. What can you summon? I didn't know you could summon swarms of things.
Let's check.
Yeah, because if we could summon the same thing, then it wouldn't seem so magical and mysterious. It would just seem like, oh shit, we have a problem.
Like if you summon a bunch of rats where all the food is, like.
What if we could summon house centipedes?
No. Worse than death.
That would send them.
No.
That would send them running.
I can summon bats, rats, or spiders.
Bats, rats, even spiders.
God, just a town overrun by spiders.
But we can't overrun the town.
With two people summoning a swarm?
We could summon
multiple swarms?
Yeah, every turn. just more and more.
I feel like you should go around the city and sort of spawn some of them in certain houses. So maybe these people will call the guard.
I think we're scratching the city thing. I think we're just gonna do it within the cathedral, but in particularly strong areas that we're not gonna go through. To keep them occupied in those areas.
Yeah, I think that instead of a huge storm of whatever, if you very specifically spawned like a bunch of rats and stuff in certain rooms.
I think rats would get on these guys' nerves.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Rats
so that it
would
looks
piss
like
them
there's
off.
like an infestation suddenly coming from somewhere, so they have to go to different rooms.
These
Not
guys
everybody in the
probably
same
wanted
place.
to get out there that they have rats in the cathedral.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jeph, would there be any religious connotations to a certain kind of swarm showing up during the harvest festival? Specifically.
Well, rats do eat your harvest.
I was going to say, because rats would be a pretty good one.
Rats is not bad.
It'd be like summoning a swarm of locusts or something.
I was
I'm
thinking
saying, like-
exactly locusts. Yeah, something that eat crops.
I mean, rats definitely eat crops.
Right, but even if it's not, like, it doesn't even have to have a specific connotation, honestly, to be a problem. Like, you know,
I wish I
they
could
might
summon
make one
locusts.
anyways because they might be like, "What the fuck? Like, this happened exactly on the harvest day. That sucks." But it's like, I feel like just having
but,
rats
like-
in your fucking house is enough of a problem.
That could also just be, though, like it would create a panic, right?
Yeah, it
Like,
would create
a higher
bigger
panic.
problem.
Well, yeah. I feel like, that's why I think that the smart thing to do is do that. And like very separate rooms. You know, you go to like the corners of the cathedral or something like that to have them spread out from wherever we are. We got to figure out around where we're gonna be.
Like the
and
idea
then-
of the highest paladins in the order.
Yeah.
Just
squashing rats.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's like every PC's first quest, right? So
Yeah.
like it's a thing that happens a lot. It's
But-
just having to clear out these rats.
The funny thing about this is that I'm guessing they send the shittier people on duty to watch over the people in the party, and so who the fuck else is gonna take care of this? Like, yeah, it's a garbage problem to have to deal with, but they are the people who are in the cathedral chilling, so they got to deal with it, you know.
The
So-
shittier people are the ones in the cathedral patrolling an empty cathedral.
I don't know.
Is that what you meant?
I mean, I don't know. It depends. Like, because maybe if you are high ranking, you don't have to be outside fucking working on the harvest day. You know, maybe instead you can choose to be in the cathedral and chill out. It didn't, like, what I mean is that it doesn't matter because either way, either way it works fine. Like, if it's shitty people and they're there, they're less of a problem. If it's important people, they're gonna have to deal with it because everybody else will be outside.
Yeah.
Doing the harvest festival thing. Like, it doesn't matter. Whoever is there is gonna have to deal with it because everybody else is working.
I will say that's some pretty solid reasoning you guys have got going on.
Yeah. And we can even do
So maybe
do
that.
things to disguise it from being magic by like spawning the swarm in a vase or something. So you just have
Yeah, of course. Like in crates or shit like
Yeah.
that. Like anywhere.
And that's why
in
I'm
someone's
saying, like,
mattress.
around the food stalls or something. So you could argue that, like, why would there be rats there? Well, because there's a fuck ton of food, you know, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That could be fun.
Yeah.
That could be a spicy, fun
yeah,
thing
okay,
to
I'm
do.
down with that. I mean, that's a
as
good
a
idea.
family.
That sounds like a fun activity with friends.
Summoning
Yeah.
a bunch of little squeaky boys.
Just summoning a bunch of rats.
So we are going with rats.
I feel like rats.
Yeah.
Rats are
Can
very
we summon
plague,
something-
you know?
Can we summon locusts?
Yeah, I feel like
Rats is plague. We can put 2 bats.
2 bats in a
Let me
bunch
look
of
at
bats.
that summon swarm and see
here.
if there's any rules for things outside of the player's handbook.
I mean, I guess it would
I mean-
ultimately be up to the DM.
It's just a regular ass insect, right?
They're like big
a
grasses.
locust?
Not particularly. It does.
Yeah,
it
why
does
would
have
its
a- it
stats
is
be? Why would its stats be any different from like a regular spider?
But yeah, you could maybe summon them like into a crate so that when someone came to open up their shop, rats would just come pouring out.
Yeah, it says bats, rats, or spiders specifically, so there's the only things we can summon.
Perhaps. Okay. Well, as I was saying, you guys all have a relatively delightful sleep. It's like absurdly fucking hot, but despite that, you sleep okay.
You have not slept in a really hot country, I see.
I said despite that, you slept okay.
Yeah.
That does not exist.
Relatively.
Okay, well, relative to the pain of sleeping in a
Yes,
fucking sauna.
exactly. You're sitting there in your fucking shitty-ass inn rooms where the window barely opens enough for Brix to sneak through. You wake up to the sounds of the second day of the Harvest Festival beginning.
Hooray!
It begins with church devotees making their way in groups to the edges of the city, similarly to how the previous day's parades made their way into the center of the city. These groups are very similar to the ones before, with the people leading the group and those trailing behind carrying bells to ring out during their short journeys. This time, though, there's no singing, just the sound of a few dozen bells ringing out over the city as the sun sits atop the horizon, marking the beginning of a new day.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What, Nick?
What?
Oh.
Nothing. Just I don't want to be. It's like waking up to like an alarm clock you didn't plan to set.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get ready to go see a guy about a shrine and then rob a church. Am I right?
Well, I gotta come back. I want to see the shrine. So.
Yeah. So you are also woken up by the sound of the bong.
I mean, I don't sleep, so.
Oh, well, you're disturbed.
Yeah.
By the sound of the bong.
Yeah. I'm just disturbed by the bong.
Bong.
And, just dip.
All right. That's
Are you
cool.
staying for breakfast?
So you're gonna spend the night, but you're not gonna say goodbye. Like,
if
priorities.
Is she waking up? I have no idea. Maybe if she wakes up. If
Roll
not,
a move silently.
Yeah, roll a sneak.
what?
Roll move silently.
I don't care enough. I'm getting out of bed.
Well, then, yeah, she wakes up.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm putting my pants on. And putting, air quotes, putting my shirt on.
You're sort of just draping it over your body.
Which is, I drape it lightly over my shoulders and then...
You're leaving so soon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But like his pants have like a cord that you actually have to tie. It's like, goddamn.
So, am I gonna see you again, or?
No. Well, yes, when I come get my... I gotta come get my elephant, so that's not actually technically true.
Damn, Scarlet.
What do you mean, no, well, yes?
Okay.
Well, were we not clear about expectations in this encounter? Scarlet.
I don't think they had a conversation about this, no.
They were a little busy.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Maybe later when I come back to get my elephant.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you.
Wow. First you have every NPC being needlessly belligerent.
And then
That-
the
I'm
gonna keep you on your
nice
toes.
one, Scarlet breaks her heart.
Yeah.
That seemed like an evil act.
Seems like it's a little on her who falls in love with some idiot that just sleeps with you one night.
I had no idea Scarlet was that cruel.
I'm
is that-
working under the assumption that she was like, we're getting married now because you guys fucked. Because this is basically
To be fair,
like
we are
fantasy
in a god
Mormon
town.
town. Like,
Maybe she was just hoping that she would be able to form some kind of connection, but she was her hopes were dashed.
Also, I will make a disclaimer that like himbo male Scarlet is not the same.
And it's you know what, you didn't discuss expectations.
No,
which,
I did not.
You know,
I
but
did
like,
not. But he is a little dickish. Like I mean, it's not immediate. The problem is that it's not immediately obvious. But like when Scarlet switches bodies, it actually switches to whatever period in time that body was in. So this body is 400 whole years younger than her actual psyche. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's like you go back to like being, I don't know, 17 and stupid suddenly. You know what I mean?
The worst.
But
17 and stupid.
Yeah, it's like mixing whatever brain you have right now with your brain you had when you were 17. That's what it operates. Like, so.
Oh no.
That's why.
Poor Lizzo.
These things happen. I mean, I'm not being mean. I don't intend to be mean.
No, she's just sensitive.
Okay, well, I'm so sorry, Lizzo. I'll see you later, okay? God damn it. I dipped really fast. This is getting uncomfortable. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Bong.
I run out of the house still dressing myself.
Wiener out.
No, my dick is not out. Not that I have a problem, but it's too late. I already was doing my my
cyberpunking it. Dick's sticking out
cyberpunk
between the
glitch.
lacing.
Cyberpunk glitch style.
I thought Wiener out was like a signing off message.
Wiener out.
Wiener out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I honestly, look, it would be more cruel to tell her yes.
That's
It would be so much worse to be like, of course, baby.
It's true.
Of course.
To
I'll
set
come
up
back
the
in.
unrealistic expectation
Mm.
that you would stick around.
Yeah. There's
That's
no
fair.
way. I have an elephant. Look at me. You don't want to date me. I'm clearly not well adjusted.
I'm a fucking mess.
Oh, sweetie, I'm a fucking mess. Okay, see you later.
I'm doing you a favor.
Okay,
you don't
that
want
makes
to
sense,
date
actually.
this.
That's fair.
Okay.
Sweetie, honey, babe.
Bubble up.
Gamer, bro.
Gamer, listen, it's not gonna
Gamer,
work
please.
out.
Strokes cheek.
Gamer, please.
Gamer, please. Listen to me.
I like that.
I think that like I arrive at the inn probably at the same time as you guys are leaving.
Hey everybody, welcome to the end of another episode of StumbleQuest. I hope you are well. The theme is Struttin' from Louis Zong, and all other music is by Kevin McLeod of Incompetech.com. This is a bi-weekly podcast, so we'll have a new episode up and ready for you in 2 weeks. If you want to check us out on Twitter, we are at StumbleQuest. And if you are looking for a place on the internet to hang out with cool people, may I recommend our Discord. So many cool people in there, it's freezing. Get it? All right. If you want to know more about the show, the people who make it, and the world it takes place in, check out our website at stumblequest.com. And if you check out our website, make sure to click on the link to Level Up Dice. They make fancy dice for fancy people, and you got a fancy smell to you. If you like the show, please leave us a review. It helps a lot. It also helps a lot if you share the show with your friends. It's almost time for Art's first crime. Brix will be so proud. So brace yourselves for that fun mess. We'll see you in 2 weeks, okay? Bye-bye.